Okay, hello and welcome to Upload TV. It's the start of what we're calling our winter series, and basically we're up and down the UK and get over to Ireland and hopefully find you some good venues to play some golf where it's nice and dry underfoot. So we'll be concentrating on links golf courses, and today we've started off in North Wales and at the aptly named North Wales Golf Club. That's based in Llandudno. We started our intro, actually we're stood on the 9th tee. It's took 8 holes to catch our breath because it's really blowing an absolute howler of a wind today. I'd say so much as 4 or 5 club lengths in club selection. It really is that strong, but a great place to sort of kick the round off from in terms of a viewing point. You see that the coastal line is pretty much in play throughout the 18 holes at North Wales Golf Club. The Great Orme in the background you can see there, which is a great visitor attraction of Llandudno. And close by we've got Maes D Golf Club just across the road. Some of the holes run parallel along the front 9, and you've got Conway just across the estuary. So it's a great place to come and play some weekend golf and a trip away. Half an hour down the coastal line again you've got the likes of Portmaddock, Nevin, Abersoch and Royal St David's. So a real golfing haven, and if you can get the weather, but you like a bit of wind and rain to test you on those links conditions, maybe not as much as today, but certainly a great golfing area to play some winter golf. Fourth green, which is par 3. Today it's played about 150-160 yards, but into a real strong headwind. I used a 2-iron from the tee and didn't even make it. Chipped up a little bit long, and just wanted to show you that particularly in the summer months and when the greens are a lot more slicker than they will be at the moment, this green can be a really tricky one to get down still into. Hopefully you can see severe slope from back to front, and even today with the greens being a little bit longer than they would be in those summer months, still a tricky little one down the hill, and hopefully your ball stops. Hit the lip and still carried on and left myself still 3 foot to go, but a tough par 3 and a very tough par 3 today in what is I don't know, it's about a 4-5 club headwind. Okay, so 5th tee box. This hole is a dog leg from right to left, as you can see, sweeps round from the right hand side. I don't know if you can see in the background there, but if you can pan over that way a minute, Joe, where the greenkeeper is in the distance there, that's the green that we're trying to make our way towards. It's as I said on the previous hole, this is probably the worst golfing conditions you can imagine, but at least we're downwind, so possibly a chance to get up in 2 from here. But the idea is, like with most dog legs, keep it tight to the corner of the dog leg and leave yourself a shorter club in. But a nice par 5, this is actually par 5, the 5th at North Wales Golf Club. Okay, so it's on to the 8th hole, and I'm not too sure how we've made it because the wind is absolutely howling here today. And I love links golf and I love a test in terms of the elements, but this is getting ridiculous. We've got, as I said, 4 or 5 club lengths at least, almost unplayable. But a great classic links hole, the 8th at North Wales Golf Club. As with all classic links golf courses, a train track always seems to appear along the coastal line. You've got some great views in the background. And this hole, which plays, what is it, 377 yards, it's stroke index 3. It should be stroke index 1 today, there's no doubt about it. Green is in the far left hand corner, I don't know whether you can pick that up on shot, but the idea is send one out pretty much wide out to the right today, and it'll be at least 3 shots to get there. But a superb hole and a great links hole at North Wales Golf Club. I say great, no doubt you can, whether you can pick my voice up with that wind howling in, I'm not sure, because and that's gone higher and towards the left, and the likelihood is that one's finished somewhere on a train on the way to Prestatyn. Well, then we made our way to the 11th tee on our way back home now, and these holes now from literally from the 10th all the way, or it's actually from the 9th, isn't it? From the 9th tee box, run all the way into with the coastline to the left. You notice white stakes, not that you want to be on the beach anyway to play from there, but there's white stakes all the way down the left hand side. Interesting hole on 11, it's stroke index 1. It plays 420 yards. We've got the help of the wind today. I think the prevailing wind is normally into you. Some yellow stakes indicating some little bit of some water feature, a brook that runs down the right hand side, and a real great hole both visually in terms of having the sea down the left hand side, noise of the crashing waves, a little bit overshadowed by that strong wind today, and that great orm that we spoke about earlier in the background. So real nice feature hole, and a bit of an indicator of all the holes on the way back in really. Run parallel to the sea, and the idea is don't be pulling your ball down that left hand side, or it's a case of a reload. And there's no doubt that if I attempt to hit this on camera, having said don't do it, it's probably exactly what I'll do. I did it to the left, but it's leaked out a little bit right, and with a bit of wind as well. We're the right side of the yellow stakes, which isn't ideal, but we're safe and we've got a second shot. Okay, so quick stop off just on the 13th green. Fairly shortish par 4, green that slopes all the way from front to back. Difficult one, especially when we're downwind today, to get it to hold and stop on the green. But hopefully you can see the condition of the greens. Been in very good condition throughout. As I've mentioned, a little bit slower than normal, but perfect for the time of year and really true. The other reason I wanted to stop here was just to show you that's the first green in the background, which is a dogleg hole that's left to right. But if you can see something we've experienced throughout the whole 18 holes, or 13 holes then at least from where we are so far, it's the running and the condition of the aprons. I'm almost getting blown over here, this wind's that strong. But the aprons have been in superb condition, and again, when you consider that we're in mid-November, I've got to congratulate the green staff and what a fantastic job that they've been doing in keeping this course in tip-top condition in what is effectively the middle of the winter. So I'm going to see if I can make my way in one piece to the next tee and see how we get on 14. Okay, so we're going to really test out the quality of our microphones today, because the wind is howling behind me and I'm starting to worry that you're going to hear a word I actually say on this video. But one thing, anyone that plays North Wales Golf Club, they will inevitably mention the par 3s. And in the back 9, and it's 14, 16 and 17, there are 3 absolutely superb par 3s. And each and every one of them, if you walk off with a par, you've hit some pretty decent tee shots. You can see this one behind me, this is 17. 16, which the tee position is to my left. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. Tee to a green which is hidden away, you won't be seeing that one right now, on my right, and they literally cross over each other, 16 and 17. And the 14th is generally, it's about 180 yard par 3 and a real tough one to boot. But although we've got a howling wind behind us, it's no easier task in getting that club selection right and seeing if we can get the distance to float one in. But I'm sure you can hear it's absolutely blowing, a howling gale, and that's not looking too bad. Whether the distance is right, and we're happy with that one. I hope you've zoomed in, Joe, and got that one for me. So yeah, some great par 3s here at North Wales Golf Club. Right, well, we made our way to the 18th tee and we're still in one piece. The wind didn't let up at all. The only good news we had is the rain didn't decide to come down. But we mentioned earlier, this is the start of our winter series, and an absolute perfect venue for playing some winter golf. As you can see from my trousers and shoes, we're absolutely bone dry underfoot, and it really is a perfect winter venue. Greens, fairways, bunkers, everything has been in very, very good condition and very, very dry. This afternoon, and we're mid-November, it was as little as from I think it was a 1:30 tee time, and you can play for as little as £15 a round, which is absolutely superb value. The clubhouse, as you can see in the distance, slightly to my left there, very friendly and traditional clubhouse. Great food, always a warm welcome. I popped into the pro shop before we set out to the first tee. That's newly refurbished and got a great selection of golfing products as well. So certainly thumbs up from us for Tee Upload, and a great start to our winter series. And if you fancy a few days away, then North Wales Coast is perfect, and North Wales Golf Club is certainly an ideal venue.